That's whenever I hit her, is whenever she throws her head up. And then there goes her bridle. And then there I go. They had to put two of them down, and I get up and I walk off, and then I went back down. I had a concussion there for a little bit. It don't feel too good, even though it's just that, but I'd rather have that than what could have happened.
Chris Rozier, I mean, he's one of those guys that wants to get insurance, he can't afford it. He's having trouble living from day to day, making ends meet every day. 3 days after I told him about getting that policy, 3 days later he got in a 4-horse bill. He was out, no income. But if a baseball player gets hurt, he has a contract. If that happens to a rider, you're just done. You get $200 from the racetrack a month. I think what the game does is they say, you put the show on. You do what you have to do to put the show on for us, at whatever cost. The riders, they're scared to say anything, and it's job security.
That's good, you know that. Love to watch you perform, right?
Yeah,
How long you gonna be here?
Yeah, I'll be here.
You gonna come to the concert?
What, you be there?
Yeah, I'm playing.
Yeah, good.
Country music.
I'll be there, you know.
I'll find you a song. I'll pick you.
Yeah, boy. What you doing?
What you doing, boy? Huh? Fat boy? Me, fat. Nothing. I was just walking around.
Tell him you're up to about
135 I'm up to. I was walking in the paddock, just seeing what it was like from the other side of the fence. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Come with you some fancy stuff.
I might rather get in that hot box. I don't know.
We'll get in the hot box and see what it should feel like.
Let me think about it. Nah, okay.
Maybe it's yours. I hope so. Good luck, Jerry. Thank you. Jerry Bailey, a man who already has won 2 Kentucky Derbies, aboard Sea Hero and Grindstone.
Perfect. Perfect.
Oh, you look lighter than you were in Florida, really? You look lighter than
I'm big. I weigh about 132.
A little shiny. When's he coming back? When's he starting?
I don't know. It looks like he's dressed to ride already.
Think?
Yeah.
It's so good to see him back.
How you doing?
How are you?
Fit to ride?
I know.
Yeah, I look fit to
you
ride.
do.
But
When are you getting back on? We need you
Well,
out there. We miss you.
I weigh 135, so
honey,
I got.
let's not talk about weight.
No way.
135 is a good day in my life.
Yeah, but it's not mine,
I
so
know.
that's what I'm waiting
You
for.
look good though.
I
You
feel
look
good.
rested. You do?
Feel good.
So you can
Mentally,
do it.
I'm trying. I
Yeah.
still got a lot to deal with,
Really? That's all right.
but I got a chance, and that's the
You've done
thing.
it before. You can do it
It's the
again.
only. Well, I never had this injury.
How is it though?
It's no good.
See, really?
I'm gonna have to ride with pain, so
Really?
yeah. That's why it's not easy. It's a decision I gotta make. Do I want to ride in pain or not? Or how much can I handle? Or how much I want to handle?
What about modern medicine, though? I mean, the things they can
Thank
do
God
these
for
days.
modern medicine.
Really?
I'm walking.
Really?
But
What have you been doing? How's the singing?
okay, I'm putting a concert on for Randy at Coyotes,
Oh,
and
excellent.
so that's been my last one.
Yeah, and then you're really going to get serious?
Yeah, riding. I mean, I'm serious now. It's just the timing's not. I can't do it right now. So.
Sign up here, right there.
Jeremy, you need a horse tonight, brother. I'm telling you.
There's jockeys everywhere. That's all I got, Randy.
Oh, Ryan's the best.
I get mad at him, and I be like, but then I go back and think about what I did. I said, man, he's always right.
Try to stay strong, you know.
You're going to be all right.
Yeah.
You're going to be all right.
It takes a lot of time. You know. What are you gonna do?
Shane Sellers, all on the dance floor.
I grew up admiring this guy, and he's from my little hometown in Erath, Louisiana, and he's meant so much to the game of horse racing, and he's in need for some help, and I'm going to do anything but my wife and my 3 kids he can have from me, and we're going to raise as much money as we can for him.
And the cost of the kidney and liver transplant are astronomical. Randy Rivera, you've got to see him race on the track. He's in a race right now of his own. He needs your help.
love never once suspected what the final result would be. Kind of live in fear to waking up each morning, thinking it's gone for me. In the pain, my heart with a vein was the one headed away. Somebody new came up to win her, wound up the second place. Now the race is on and the lyric comes pride in the backstroke. Heartache flows to the inside. I tear the whole thing, trying not to fall. Hopes out and running, true love's tracks for another's sake. Race is on and it looks like a heartache. The winner loses all, and the winner loses all. Thank you.
The Derby's 28 or 26.
26, right? The Breeders' Cup. Other than that, everyday racing, the top is 22. That's what a horse is going to carry. Between 18 and 22, you only have 3 pounds to make the. So if you make the bottom 18, you're going to have to go all the way to 30 or 35. Then people, they're never going to go for that.
There's the bronzes.
There's the statues. It's me, Bailey, Peretz in there.
They got you on the lead?
I'm on the lead. No, seriously.
I know. I knew you was in there. I didn't know you was on the lead.
You ever been close by there?
No, I haven't.
It's unbelievable.
I didn't know. I thought they just put a bunch of horses up there. I didn't know it was you in the Breeders' Cup. Oh, yeah, but he had you by a head, Nag. He beat you, Nag.
No, not if you're looking from here. I'm the winner there.
But, man, golly, they should have put you a little further up to let you see that beat.
She only won by a nose.
You got the money? You cashed your check yet?
Damn right.
Did you cash?
Spent it, too. I found my thrill on Blueberry.
I told you what to do.
Right now, the problem is I got a virus in my liver, and it can't do nothing. If I had able to get a liver and a kidney right now, they couldn't put it in me because I got a virus in my liver.
You need to clear out all the infection, get everything
You gotta
clear.
squash it first before they can.
Get you on some antibiotics and so forth.
I'm gonna start treatment in 2 weeks. They're gonna give me shots. It's like chemo.
To kill the virus.
To kill the virus. Then, and it's 11 months, I think, that I gotta stay on that stuff.
And do the dialysis at the same time? The tight on, Cowboys. It's a long ride.
These guys put their lives on the line every day, every morning, and every afternoon for us to have fun, for our enjoyment. It blows my mind. And you know, I'm not in the political arena, but we need to do something about the weights. I can't change it, but maybe as a group we can.
Personal, Ensign. We've got part of the horse right here, and Randy has signed it. 2,000, 2, 22, 25, 27, 28, 3, 32. And 3 up, no, 2, 2, 3 up, 32, last call, 3 up, no, 2, 37, 4,000, 47, 5,000, 5,000. 22, 5,000.
Hallelujah. And they hope you're doing good and you feel better. New Orleans Food and Spirit saving a few rabbits for you. Randy, hope you feel better real soon. We'll get a corned beef sandwich.
Randy, what's going on, Nate? Did you get back here? We need some rabbit.
1, 2, 3. Good luck, Randy.
It's going to take some time, but we're all working behind you. You know we love you. You know you're a true champion. You're going to be in the Hall of Fame one day.
You're a tough nut, boy. You've been through a lot, tons of surgeries. You'll whip this thing just like you have everything else, you know, in your life. Praying for you every day. Again, just wish you the best.
Randy's situation has gone worse. You know, he found out he had hepatitis C from his transfusions, from his burns. He got burnt up in the hot box. As of yesterday, the doctors called him and he said the hepatitis has spread so bad in his liver, they have to give him some medication. And I don't know the medication, but it's kind of like, they said it's kind of like chemo, and it's going to knock him down.
Seeing Randy in that kind of condition, it always makes me wonder, you know, if I'm gonna wind up like that, or if that could, you know, I mean, I know it could happen to me, but, you know, I always, you know, thank God for my health and pray for him, and I hope it don't happen to me, you know, I mean, because, I mean, I'm doing the same thing that he's done.
To be honest with you, I was always scared to go to the doctor. I was scared that he'd tell me you got stomach cancer or what have you, you know, or something. And you know, it's hard for me to hold on food. You know, sometimes if I eat too much, I'm so used to heaving all my life, like Randy and a lot of other riders. And it's not me and Randy. It's a big percentage of the riders. And but if they made the bottom weight 115 pounds or somewhere in that area, it would make it so much easier on riders. And trainers and owners would have such a much stronger rider on his horse. You know, I just wish somebody would give me a good answer or a good explanation why they don't want to raise the weights. And if they could, then I'd say, you know what? I love the game, okay? That's what I need to go through, and that's the only way I have to go through it, then I'm gonna go through it. Thank you for trying. And I'll be there every day in that hot box. And I might be there every day heaving until my body can't take it no more, because I love the game that much. And it hurts me to have to sit here and maybe come across so negative. But how else you do it? How else do you make anybody open their eyes? You say, here's an example. Guy's fighting for his life. He's dying, for God's sakes. He's dying. You know, what else do you want? What else do you need? You know, why? Why can't you see it? Why can't you open your eyes? Is it because you just dislike riders that much? You know, do you not feel that we're a part of this industry? It takes riders and it takes horses. I'm sorry, without horses and riders, you don't have any trainers, you don't have any owners, and you don't have any racetracks. We got to, you know, as much as we can talk about the weights when we get it up, because I'm going to talk to all them jocks. They did an article in the Thoroughbred Times. I don't know if you read it or not, but it would come in this week, and if we don't get it done now, we're never going to get it done. And I'm going to go and talk to them. I'm going to tell them, listen, now's not the time to be a politician. Do you want to keep sitting in that sweat box? You want to keep going to the taller than heave? I don't think so. I mean, you know, but you can't be political about it right now. You need to come out, tell it like it is, and let's get this changed.
All righty. Everything okay? Copacetic? Cool. All right. Let me do.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
What could drive a man to do everything he could, even risking his life, just to keep his weight below 115 pounds? You're about to meet a guy who did just that for more than 20 years. How did you do it? Laxatives, steam rooms, starvation?
It was a little inducive, all of it. It was laxatives, fluid pills, the flipping, and the sauna.
Now, Cricket, I know that you and Randy want to raise the weight limits just 5 pounds.
What we really want to do is increase the weight from the bottom, not the top.
But can you think about this? I mean, try and explain to me. They're saying that you're going to endanger the horse, that the horse is going to have more injuries. Cricket?
In my opinion, Connie, the horse is 1,500 pounds.
You have exercise riders in the morning that are on these horses 7 days a week that weigh 145 pounds.
Their owners and trainers are thinking more about the horses than they are about the riders.
Right, and they need to think about the guys that are on the horses, because if, you know, if they weren't on them, then there wouldn't be any racing.
Hey, Connie,
Yep.
the
You know
Derby...
what? Oh, Randy, we're run out of time.
Oh,
I
man.
apologize. We've been a little jammed up tonight, and I wish I could go on with you. But thank you, Randy. Thank you, Cricket.
Thank you, Connie.
Maybe we can revisit this issue?
Okay.
Okay.
Because those are still valid.
I didn't even get a chance to tell him anything.
It's okay, honey. You did.
How can you tell him in 5 minutes?
Can't.
Oh, well, it's a start.
I can't tell you how mad it makes me every day when I see him going through what he goes through. And it's like people's eyes are shut and their ears are closed and the game goes on.
Kentucky Derby's kind of like, I guess, the Mardi Gras for Louisville. Like, you've seen it on TV, but once you go, it's something else, you know? I'd like to be riding in it, but, you know, that's every rider's dream. Seems like for that 5 minutes you're out there, you're God, you know what I mean? That's the 5 minutes of fame you want.
And the winner of the 127th Kentucky Derby, number 16, John C. Oxley.
I see this, you know, as my second chance. And I really, really, really want to do it right. What I'm trying to do is try not to heave and get in the box, which I used to do. And that's what I'm trying to stop, you know, because the both of them, it's going to put you in a situation like Randy, you know. Randy heaved and he got in the sweat box. I mean, he just really killed himself.
Okay, first round, first battle. Triple Crown, baby. First race is up. Now they're gonna come, Shane, now they're gonna come. It's the Derby, this is yours, you're back home again. 14, 15, switch. Come on, here they come. Bailey's fading, come on. They're still coming up. Preakness, number two. Move. Here they go, come on. Approaching the top of the stretch. Approaching the top, close your eyes. Be there, yeah. 12 jockeys behind you who want to stop you from the Triple Crown. This is it, this is the last race. Stop, mountain climbers, go, mountain climbers, let's go. Come on. They're sending a sprinter, sending a sprinter. Come on, he's gonna push it, try to tire you. You don't tire anymore, Shane, you don't tire. Always clear-minded, always clear, always focused. Stop. 4 Hindus, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay. Here we go. Go. 1, 2, 3. Come on. You're moving. Come on. Everybody's coming now. Here comes Day. Here comes Bailey. Velasquez. They're all pushing. This is it. To the wire. Hit the tape. 5, 4, 3, 2. You're home, baby. Triple Crown. Big stretch. I mean, we're ahead of schedule, and he still has some to go. The purging is done. It's not going to happen again. But the reality is, he's still going to have to hit the box. Every single day, he's going to have to go to the track, and he's going to have to get into the box.
I'm the man right now, man.
You're the man.
Huh?
You're the man.
I don't have nobody to compete against.
is no competition. I'm gonna go work this next one. Maybe they'll let me come out the gates this morning. Huh?
Do it, baby. Shane, you're going to work 3/8 of a mile. You're on, I believe, this filly blink twice. You're going to work with another horse named Sherwood Forest.
Inside, outside?
I'll put you on the go on the outside this time. Not free. You're not going to stand a whole lot, so just be as quiet as you can.
Kid. All right.
Lisa.
Shane Sellers has always been one of the top grass riders in the country. You proved it again, Shane. You're definitely back, buddy.
Winner of the 29th running of the Grade 3 Dogwood. Trained by Greg Foley, ridden by Shane Sellers.
I don't ride at the weight I rode before. I rode at 113 for all my career. I ride at 116 now. I fought for this weight. And me and Randy Romero was the lone strangers in this. Nobody stood up with us. And I haven't had one trainer not ride me because I ride at 16. And since then, we've had Arlington Park, Keeneland, Fairgrounds in New Orleans, and just yesterday, the racing secretary at Churchill Downs, he called me and said, Shane, 3 more days and I'm changing the book. The bottom's going to be 16. And it can be done all over the country.